Hey there, and welcome. Ever feel like English vowels are kind of playing tricks on you? You are definitely not alone. But today, we're going to crack the code together, and we're going to do it in just about 5 minutes. So let's jump right in.
All right, first things first, let's solve a classic English puzzle. Take a look at these two words, thin and fine. They look almost the same, right? But that one little letter at the end completely changes how we say the I. How does it do that? What's going on here?
Well, the secret is this really cool thing we call the magic E. Think of it like this. The silent E on the end of fine has a special power. It quietly reaches over the N and tells the vowel I to stop making its short sound and to say its real name, I. It's our very first secret code.
And that brings us to the main idea. I want you to think of our 5 vowels, you know them, A, E, I, O, and U, as little characters, each with 2 different superpowers. They've got a quick, short sound and a longer, more powerful sound.
So let's check out the pattern here. The short sound is really quick, right? Like ah in cat or I in pen. But the long sound? Well, the long sound usually just says its own name, like the A in lake, the E in bee, or the I in time. See how that works? It's a pattern you can totally learn.
So, let's make it official. The magic E is that quiet, sneaky E at the end of a word. Its only job is to give the vowel before it the power to say its long name. Words like hope, cute, and bake, they all follow this exact same rule.
Okay, but vowels don't always fly solo. Nope, sometimes they team up. So what happens when you see 2 vowels sitting right next to each other in a word?
You know, there's this fantastic little saying that makes this super easy to remember. It goes like this. When 2 vowels go walking, the first one does the talking. And that usually means the first vowel says its long name, and the second one, well, it just stays quiet.
Let's take a look at the most common teams. You've got AI in rain and AY in play. Both make that long A sound. Then there's EE in feet and EA in team, which both make the long E sound. Now, the OO team is a little bit of a rebel. It actually has 2 sounds, a long one like in moon and a shorter one like in book. For that one, you just got to listen closely.
Okay, so we've got vowels by themselves and vowels in teams. But what happens when the letter R shows up right after a vowel? Well, let me tell you, R is kind of bossy. It doesn't really follow the rules. It changes them completely. For example, when an R follows an A, it just takes over. It creates a brand new sound, that R sound you hear in words like car or star. See? The A isn't short or long anymore. It's just part of the R sound now. And it's the exact same story with the letter O. The R comes along and bosses it around to make that OR sound, like in the word for or horn. Notice how your mouth kind of gets round when you say that? Or. That's the bossy R, hard at work. Now, here's a fantastic shortcut for you. The vowel combos ER, IR, and UR are basically like triplets. I know they look different, but guess what? They all make the exact same sound, The sound you hear in her, bird, and fur. It's identical. Easy, right?
All right, deep breath. Are you ready for the final, #1 most important secret to sounding natural when you speak English? Seriously, this is a sound that is hiding everywhere, and once you learn to hear it, you'll never be able to unhear it. And this secret sound, it's called the schwa. Get this, it is the single most common sound in the entire English language. So if you really want to understand native speakers and sound more natural yourself, you need to know about the schwa.
So, what even is it? The schwa is just a super quick, quiet, kind of lazy sound. That's it. It's the sound a vowel makes when it's in a part of the word that we don't put any emphasis on, what we call an unstressed syllable. It's like the default most relaxed sound in all of English.
Let me show you what I mean. Take the word about. We don't say about, do we? No, we put the stress on the second part, about. And because that first A is unstressed and weak, it turns into that lazy schwa sound, about. Hear it? Let's try another one. The word common. We stress the first part, on. So what do you think happens to that second O? Yep, you got it. It's in the unstressed part, so it gets lazy and becomes a schwa, common.
Whew. Okay, I know that was a lot of information, but you're doing great. So now it's time for a super quick, fun little quiz, just to see how these new secret codes are sticking. No pressure at all, just give it your best shot.
All right, question #1. Which of these words has the long A sound? Is it A, bag, or B, train? I'll give you a second to think. It's B, train. And why? Because of that AI vowel team, where the first vowel, A, does all the talking. Okay, next up, which word has a bossy R sound? Is it A, feet, or B, bird? And the answer is B, bird. You can spot that IR team in there, where that bossy R just completely takes over and changes the vowel sound.
And for the last one, in the word model, which vowel is making that lazy schwa sound? Is it the A, O, or is it the B, E? Remember where the stress is, model. That means the unstressed vowel, the E, is the one that becomes the schwa.
You did an awesome job. Let's do a super fast recap. First, the magic E makes vowels long. Second, vowel teams work together. Third, remember that R is always bossy and makes its own sounds. And finally, always be listening for that lazy schwa sound in the unstressed parts of words.
Okay, now for your mission, should you choose to accept it. For the rest of today, I just want you to listen. That's it. When you're watching a show or talking to someone and you hear a word like about or today, just pay close attention to that first vowel sound. I promise you're gonna hear the schwa. It's the absolute best way to start training your ear.
You did some amazing work today. Seriously, you've unlocked some of the biggest secrets of English vowels. But hey, the learning journey never stops, right? So I have a question for you. What other English sounds give you a tough time? Keep asking, keep listening, and keep on learning.